What you do every morning may be shortening your life. Here are 6 mistakes to stop now. You might be doing this every morning without even realizing it, and it could be silently draining your health, your memory, and even shortening your life, one day at a time. It's not a disease, it's not an accident, it's not something dramatic. It's the small habits you've done for years, maybe decades, without ever questioning them. They seem harmless, but over time, they wear down your body in ways you don't see until it's too late. Morning is the most critical time of day. Your body is trying to recover, reset, and restart. But if you begin it the wrong way, the damage builds silently, and it shows up in fatigue, confusion, and decline. In this video, we'll uncover 6 dangerous mistakes older adults often make every single morning. These aren't myths. They're real patterns backed by doctors, researchers, and real-life stories. And if you're serious about protecting your health as you age, you need to know what they are. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Devotion of Salvation. We're here to share powerful, practical truths that help you live with strength, clarity, and purpose. Click subscribe, turn on the bell, and let's walk this journey together. Number 1. Skip drinking water after waking up. Imagine starting your morning just like this. The alarm rings, you slowly get out of bed, head to the kitchen for your morning coffee, or maybe flip on the news. But there's one small yet powerful thing you forget: drinking water. It sounds trivial, doesn't it? Almost too simple to matter. But for older adults, skipping that first glass of water is a silent threat that builds up day after day. Did you know that after 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body naturally enters a state of dehydration? Your blood thickens, your cells dry out, and your heart, your faithful engine, has to work overtime to circulate what's left. And yet, how many people wake up and don't take even a sip of water? Are you one of them? Let me tell you about Walter, 76 years old. Every morning, he felt sluggish, foggy, and drained. He went through tests, checkups, everything came back fine. But one day, a simple suggestion changed his life. Start the day with a full glass of water. That tiny shift, it made a world of difference. Walter felt more alert, more energetic, and more himself than he had in years. Why such a dramatic change from something so small? Because your body desperately needs water to restart itself each morning. Without it, you're opening the door to confusion, kidney stress, urinary infections, and worst of all, falls. And as many seniors know, a fall can change everything. Here's something many forget. As we age, our thirst signals fade. By the time you feel thirsty, it's already too late. Your body has been running dry for hours. Leonardo da Vinci once said, "Water is the driving force of all nature." And for those of us walking the later chapters of life, that truth becomes even more profound. So what can you do tomorrow morning? Before your coffee, before the remote, before the newspaper, reach for water. Think of it as the first medicine of the day. No prescription needed, no side effects, and immeasurable benefits. If you're caring for an elderly loved one, or you're in your golden years yourself, ask the simple but important question: did I hydrate before anything else today? If the answer is no, it's time to turn that into a yes. Because taking care of your health doesn't start with a complicated plan. It starts with something as small and powerful as a glass of water. And if this message resonates with you, if you believe in living with intention, wisdom, and faith, then we invite you to subscribe to our channel, Devotion of Salvation. We share practical, life-changing advice rooted in love, tradition, and the values that truly matter. Hit that subscribe button and walk this journey with us, one meaningful step at a time. So are you ready to make that first step tomorrow morning with a simple glass of water? Number 2, take medicine on an empty stomach. Do you often reach for your medication first thing in the morning, before you've had a bite to eat? If so, you might be making one of the most quietly dangerous mistakes, especially if you're over the age of 60. As we age, our bodies change in ways we don't always notice until something goes wrong. Digestion slows down, the stomach lining becomes more sensitive, The way our bodies absorb and respond to medications shifts. A pill you could once take on an empty stomach without issue can now throw your entire system off balance. Let me tell you about Harold, a 74-year-old retired school teacher. One ordinary morning, Harold got out of bed, took his blood pressure and heart medications, and sat down to read the newspaper, like he did every day. But within minutes, he felt dizzy, lightheaded, and had to lie down before he passed out. When he later described the episode to his doctor, the first question was, "Did you eat anything before taking your pills?" The answer, no. And that's where the trouble began. Certain medications, especially those for blood pressure, heart rhythm, and pain, can lower your blood pressure too quickly or irritate your stomach lining when taken on an empty stomach. What seems like a small oversight can result in fainting, falls, or internal discomfort that's easily avoidable. So what's the solution? It's not complicated. Something as simple as a light breakfast, a banana, a slice of toast, or a boiled egg can act as a buffer, helping your body handle medication more gently and effectively. It's a small change, but one that could significantly improve your mornings and protect your long-term health. Why start your day in a fog, battling side effects, when you could begin with clarity and strength? Mornings should energize you, not drain you. As the great Thomas Edison once said, "The doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame, in diet, and in the cause and prevention of disease." This quote isn't just philosophy, it's a practical call to action for anyone hoping to live not just longer, but better. So ask yourself, what will you do differently tomorrow morning? Will you stick with old habits that might be harming you? Or will you take one small, smart step toward better health by eating before you medicate? Remember, health isn't built on grand gestures. It's built on consistent, mindful choices. And sometimes something as simple as a piece of toast could be the difference between a stable morning and a trip to the ER. Number 3, sitting up and standing up too quickly. This is the third deadly morning mistake many seniors make, getting up too quickly. It might not sound dangerous, but for those in their later years, this single act can trigger a chain of events that may lead to life-altering consequences. Take, for example, Walter, a 76-year-old gentleman who had always prided himself on his energy and independence. Every morning, he would leap out of bed without hesitation, until one fateful morning, he stood up too fast, lost his balance, and fell hard. The result? A fractured hip, followed by months of pain, rehabilitation, and the painful realization that his freedom had suddenly become limited. Why does this happen? The answer lies in how your body adjusts to movement as you age. When you're younger, your circulatory system quickly adapts as you shift from lying down to standing. But as we grow older, the nervous system's ability to regulate blood pressure slows down. Jumping out of bed can cause a rapid drop in blood pressure, leading to dizziness, blurred vision, and in many cases, sudden falls. So what can you do to prevent this? Simple, slow down. Just 30 extra seconds in the morning could protect you from a devastating injury. When you wake up, don't rush. First, roll onto your side, then gently sit up. Take a moment to wiggle your toes, breathe deeply a few times, and only stand when you feel completely steady. These small steps, though easy to overlook, can make the difference between living independently and becoming reliant on others. Let me ask you this. Are you willing to risk your mobility, your independence, and even your safety just to save a few seconds each morning? If the answer is no, then it's time to change the way you start your day. As the ancient Greek philosopher Heraclitus once said, "Character is destiny. The habits you form, even the smallest ones, shape the path your life takes." Caring for yourself isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. You don't have to slow down in spirit, but you do need to be smart about your body. Aging doesn't mean giving up, it means becoming more mindful. So tomorrow morning, take it slow. Be present. Honor your body, because a good day starts with a wise morning, and wisdom often lies in knowing when to pause. If you found this message helpful and want more insights on healthy aging, life wisdom, and inspiration rooted in values that matter, subscribe to Devotion of Salvation. We're here to walk this journey with you, one mindful step at a time. Number 4, breakfast full of sugar and starch. Is your day starting with something sweet and seemingly harmless? A slice of white toast with jam, a muffin, maybe a bowl of sugary cereal? Sure, it might feel comforting at first, but what's happening beneath the surface? Take Richard, a 69-year-old retiree. For years, he began his mornings with a muffin and a glass of orange juice. Quick energy, followed by a crash, brain fog, fatigue, irritability. It wasn't until he switched to a breakfast of eggs, avocado, and Greek yogurt with nuts that things changed. His energy levels stabilized. His thinking became clearer. His mood improved. This isn't just anecdotal. It's a silent mistake many older adults make without realizing the long-term cost. A breakfast loaded with sugar or refined starches might look innocent, but it throws your metabolism into chaos. Blood sugar spikes, then crashes. The pancreas is forced into overdrive. Insulin resistance creeps in. Over time, this sets the stage for type 2 diabetes, cognitive decline, and emotional instability. Why do so many people stick with these kinds of breakfasts? Habit? Convenience? Or maybe no one ever really explained how damaging it can be. As Albert Einstein once said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you're still eating the same sugary breakfast and wondering why you feel drained, unfocused, or moody, it's time to rethink your morning. So what should you eat instead? Start with protein and fiber, foods that nourish your body and brain. Think boiled eggs, almond butter, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Add some whole grain toast, low-sugar fruits like berries or green apple, and you've got a meal that fuels your focus, energy, and emotional balance for hours. We're not young enough to ignore our health and get away with it anymore. But we're not too old to change either. The question is, are you willing to take a hard look at your breakfast and make a better choice? A wise man learns more from the mistakes of others than a fool does from his own. Otto von Bismarck. Right now, you have that chance. Tomorrow morning could be the first step in a new direction. So what will you eat? Something that makes you feel good for 30 minutes and awful for the rest of the day? Or a breakfast that truly supports a long, healthy, and clear-minded life? The decision is yours. Number 5, no early sun exposure. You see, morning light isn't just light. It's a powerful biological signal. It tells your body it's time to wake up, energize, and reset your internal clock. When you spend your mornings in darkness, you're sending your brain the wrong message. It's still nighttime. That confusion disrupts your circadian rhythm, your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. As a result, you might feel tired all day, struggle to fall asleep at night, or slowly slip into a low mood without even realizing why. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 79-year-old woman who thought she was doing everything right. She was getting her 8 hours of sleep but still felt sluggish, unmotivated, even a little blue. Her doctor didn't give her a prescription, just one piece of advice: get outside in the morning. So Margaret started sipping tea by the window or taking a short walk to the mailbox. Within a week, she noticed a real difference. Her energy picked up, her mood lifted, and her sleep improved. Why? Because morning sunlight works like medicine. It offers 3 powerful benefits. It resets your biological clock, helping you feel alert in the morning and sleepy at night. It boosts serotonin, the feel-good chemical that regulates your mood. It helps your body produce melatonin later in the evening, preparing you for restful sleep. Still skeptical? Consider this quote by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Light is the first thought of the mind and the last it should lose. Light isn't just brightness, it's life. So what can you do starting tomorrow? Open the curtains right after waking up. Step outside for 5 to 10 minutes, even if it's just on your porch or balcony. Sit near a sunlit window while having breakfast. Start your day with light, not gloom. Give your brain and body what they need to function at their best. Because it's often the smallest, simplest changes that lead to the biggest transformations over time. Ask yourself, are you beginning each day in light or in shadow? The answer could change your life. If you found this insight helpful and want more life-changing health advice and spiritual inspiration, make sure to subscribe to Devotion of Salvation. Together, we're building a community that honors wisdom, cherishes health, and seeks truth, one sunrise at a time. Number 6, do not stretch or do light exercise after wake up. Have you ever noticed how stiff your body feels when you wake up? How your joints resist movement, how your back and neck ache, and how your mind feels foggy, as if it's still stuck in sleep? That's not just old age. That's your body asking, begging to be awakened properly. When we were young, jumping out of bed was easy, but aging changes everything. Blood circulation slows down, muscles tighten, joints become less flexible, and the risk of falls or injuries increases dramatically. Let me tell you about Ray, a 76-year-old man who used to wake up every day with tightness and discomfort, especially in his neck and lower back. He wasn't prescribed painkillers. His doctor gave him a much simpler suggestion. Spend just 5 minutes each morning doing gentle stretches, nothing intense, just slow arm circles, neck rolls, and a light toe touch. After sticking to this routine, Ray said he felt 10 years younger. Think about that. So why does this make such a big difference? Because those few minutes of movement increase blood flow to your muscles and brain, helping you wake up both physically and mentally. They reduce stiffness, which lowers your chances of falling or injuring yourself. They boost natural energy levels, no caffeine required. And over time, this simple habit can prevent chronic pain, something medications often struggle to do. Still think it's not worth your time? Try this. While you're still in bed, gently rotate your ankles and take a few deep breaths. Once you stand up, roll your shoulders slowly and twist your spine side to side. Before sitting down, walk around the house for a few minutes. That's it. No gym, no trainer, no fancy equipment. Just you being mindful and intentional with your body. Because movement is medicine, especially in the morning. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said it best. Walking is man's best medicine. And that wisdom still holds true today. So let me ask you this. Are you going to continue skipping over the simple, powerful ritual that could help you feel better every single day? Or will you take back control of your mornings and your health, starting with just 5 quiet minutes of movement? Remember, the strength of growing older doesn't always come from doing more. It comes from doing what matters and doing it consistently. Your body deserves that gentle wake-up call. Every morning is a chance to move with grace, to stretch with purpose, and to remind yourself you're still in charge of how you age.